What are we going to call this one? We're going to call this a rainy day junkie break. Not a janky break, junkie break. It's raining today. It wasn't raining the day I got these cards. Here's our break. The weirdest looking mysterious packs you've seen. So I have a job that I do at night. Let's try not to make this too terribly long. I move some things between two warehouses so that all the delivery drivers have everything they need in the morning. And if I don't get my job done on time, then people show up to work and they have to wait for me to finish it before they can actually do anything. So it's very rarely that I don't finish my work on time. In the cases when I do, that means other people have to wait on me, and so I like to buy everybody donuts the next day. If I don't finish on time and they have to wait, then I feel that it's only fair for me to provide them with some sort of a treat. So one day I was trying to go buy donuts in the middle of the night to deliver with the other stuff, and the donut shop was closed. But as I was leaving the donut shop, I noticed that there were cards strewn all over the parking lot. And since I wasn't running late this time, I decided to walk around the parking lot and pick them all up and see what they were. So we're going to call this a junkie break because these cards were all over the parking lot. Some of them have been run over by cars. Some of them are not clean. But I wrapped them up in these paper towels to keep any dirt from getting onto anything else. And we're going to rip them open and see what they are. I didn't really look at them. I know there's some cards in here that are other sports, not even baseball. I have no idea how these ended up scattered all over a grocery store parking lot in the middle of the night. Somebody must have had them in their car and spilled them out. But let's see what we got. And these are probably going to go straight in the garbage when I'm done with this because they're in really bad shape. We got Dwight Smith. What year even is this? 1990, Dwight Smith. Maybe I'll set them to the side and I won't throw them away immediately in case somebody sees anything in here that I don't know. These are probably trash anyway, all of them, right? We got Randy Veras. Like, you can see this one. That's terrible. There's basketball. Harold Presley. Sabonis. I'm not even going to try to say that last name. We have Mike Schwarby. These look like they might have been in terrible condition even before they got dropped in the parking lot. Mike Flanagan. Duckworth Fleers. They feel dirty. This is purely for entertainment purposes. Bobby Witt. That one's obviously been scratched along the pavement. We got Duckworth. Brakowski. What year are these? Oh, it says on the front 90. Okay. We've got Pinkney. How do you say that? There's too many consonants in there. Randy Kramer. Yeah, I had forgotten how dirty these were. You could just feel like grit on them. So they're going straight in the garbage. Can you guys see all the scratches on the surface of that? Yeah, there's an angle. You can see all the scratches. Ray Sirage. Trapuka. Oh, football. Reggie Langhorne. Pro set. We have Jerome Walton. Is this 90? Wouldn't it be funny to find a no name on front? That'd be hilarious. Marquise Grissom. Glenn Wilson. We've got David Wingate, basketball. Clyde Drexler. Dennis Powell. Yeah, this one's pretty tore up. I thought about starting a collection of the worst damaged cards that I could find. Not ones that people intentionally tore up, but just ones that over the course of their life had gotten damaged. Like this kind of thing. This obviously was scratching around on the surface of the parking lot. We've got Paxson. Is it Brewer or Breuer? Kurt Stillwell. Robert Parrish. Larry Nance. Rob Thompson. Ozzie Gielan. Am I saying that wrong? What do you guys think? Would you, just out of entertainment value, would you have walked around a parking lot picking up loose cards, knowing that they're completely trashed? I just thought it would be funny to look through them, see what exactly they are. Didn't we already see Jamie Moyer? We have Rambus, Edwards, Scott Sanderson. That one's creased, and you can just feel dirt on the back of it. Cycli, Ron Cycli, John Franco, Glenn Brummer. What series is that from? Looks kind of cool. 86. We have Vince Coleman. What is this? Bill Fitch. Who is Bill Fitch? Skybox. Is he like a manager or something? Coach. Strickland. What is this? So this must have been from like a game or something. Medicine. Stay in school. I don't know what that card means. Bill Dolly. League leaders. Is it Daryl or Darrell? Darrell Walker. Got a checklist. Matt Noakes. Moses Malone. Mark Price. This one has a kind of a crease in it that looks like it was on top of another card and somebody drove over it with their car. Tim Perry. Steve Kerr. Derek McKee. Jeffrey Leonard. Jerry Brown. BJ Armstrong. Vernon Maxwell. Haven't seen any of these yet. Scott Terry. 89 score. David Palmer. Huge crease right down there. Mike Sanders. Pro Set Super Bowl 10. Somebody outside is shouting in the rain. I don't know why. Don't know if you can hear that. Dana Barros. Mike Heath. Otis Thorpe. 2 more packs. One of these is taller than everything else. That might be like one of those tall Bowman cards. Yeah, the more and more I feel the dirt and grit on these, I'm just going to throw these right in the trash can when I'm done looking at them. Look at how tore up they are. Like, just beat up. They must have been in a shoebox and somebody dropped the shoebox or something. It's a lot of cards. Like, I literally walked around the parking lot picking all of these up at like 3 in the morning. Wally Backman. The donut shop there is supposed to be open 24 hours, but I guess they have staffing issues. Ray Quinones. Super Bowl 6. Ted Simmons. Tommy Herr. We already saw him, but it was a different card, I think. Charlie Hayes. Mike Devereaux. Bill Lambier. Kevin Brown. Jesse Bartfield. When it comes to my PC, conditions of cards is not a major concern. If it's cards that I'm just going to keep and I'm not going to try to give them to anybody else or sell them or anything, then condition issues are not a huge problem for me. Other than foreign substances on the card. I do not abide by that. Grit, grime, especially mildew, like actual like gum or bits of food that people have stuck to their cards. Mike Krukow. I definitely don't keep any cards like that. But cards that are like creased or bent corners or things like that, if it was going in my PC, I probably wouldn't really care that much if it was a card that I liked. Jack Morris. Don Carmen. Dennis Powell. Steve Rosenberg. Kelly Downs. Mike Brown, basketball. Another Kelly Downs. So the fact that we have like 2 Kelly Downs from 2 different years in such close proximity to each other tells me that there was some kind of organization going on with whoever had these cards. Alex Sanchez. Wow. That card would definitely make it into my collection of the worst condition cards. Look at those scratches. There's almost a beauty to it. Coming to baseball cards after being a postcard collector, and especially a postcard collector of cards that have been mailed to me, the things that happen to the postcard is part of its history. And so that kind of stuff is interesting to me on a card. How it shows all the things that have happened to it. Franklin Stubbs. Chuck Carey. Dan Schatzeder. Mike Krukow. We already saw another one from him too, right? Byron Scott. Oh, this is pretty beat up. Vinny Johnson. It's got like dimples in it from the pavement. Felix Furman. Detlef Schrempf. What's up with the names in basketball? These people come from a lot of different countries or something. Chuck Person. Nick Asaki. Greg Briley. Paul Kilgus. See the damage I'm talking about. I mean, I'm sure you've already figured out what I'm talking about. Last pack. Junkie Breaks. Inaugural Junkie Break. Should it be a series? just looking at trash cards before I throw them away. So there are some taller cards in here. Got Willie Perdue. Yeah, these are Bowman. Scott Fletcher. Sherman Douglas. Kevin Seitzer. Have you guys ever had a card that was in absolutely horrible condition, but you just kept it in your collection anyway? Alvaro Espinosa. Craig Elo. Jesse Orozco. What kinds of things could happen to a card that would make you just throw it in the garbage? Julio Franco. Kevin Hickey. Definitely mildew, because mildew spreads from, it would go from one card throughout your entire collection. Rodney McRae. So it wouldn't matter how valuable a card was. If it had mildew, I would not bring it anywhere near any of my paper collections. Kevin Apier. Bruce Ruffin. Rick Rhoden. Jim Abbott. Felix Furman again. This is making me think of scuff marks on a baseball. That's like some oil or something. Jim Lynam. Are these from some kind of like actual playing game or something? The one that was the same set that had medicine. Hey, we actually have an actual genuine duplicate. Jim Abbott. Junior Felix. Alexander Volkov. Glenn Hubbard. Omar Vizquel. Omar Vizquel. Cliff Livingston. Brad Daugherty. You tell me. How do you pronounce that? Dwight Smith. Juan Neves. Jim Presley Diamond Kings. Oh, that one's got all the scratches, the ripples. You can see where it looks like there was another card underneath it, and somebody drove over it and pressed it along the edge there. Matt Marullo. Mike Diaz. Danny Young. Antoine Carr. Wayman Tisdale. Rafael Palmeiro. Bob Guerin. Tommy Herr. That's the third time we've seen him, right? And Jack Sikma. Yes, I walked around a parking lot at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3:30, I don't remember what time it was. It was early in the morning. And picked all of those up just to look and see what they were. Now I gotta go wash my hands. Thanks for watching. Rainy day, junkie break. See you next time.